Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. I'm gonna be completely honest. This episode was pretty trash, to be honest. There wasn't a whole lot that really happened. Now, one of the things that's interesting, and I think I talked about it yesterday, but Quinn, the actress that plays Quinn, is done. She's gone. So the question is, what does this mean for Carter? I mean, they did this whole trying to find their way back together, and then the actress just leaves. So I'm sitting there thinking they're going to recast her. They're going to have to recast her. I can't imagine they're just going to sit there and kill her off. I mean, hell, they've been having this attraction towards each other for a while. And even though they tried to calm it down and try to focus on other people, they still want to back up together. So if they plan on doing something like killing her off or whatever, it would just be like, I don't want to sit there and say, I guess in some ways it would be a slap in the face. Let's just be honest, it would be a slap in the face. Um, yeah, her and Carter were sitting there making out in Ridge's office, and Ridge is like, oh yeah, I remember this used to be my office. They're all laughing or whatever. I'm like, what's so funny? Like, you are literally sitting there making out in PDA right in this man's office, like. And then on top of that, now we have to get used to the new dynamic of that being his ex-stepmother and his best friend. And then you're going to sit there doing his job, and she's all like, oh, we're not hiding or anything like that. Okay, go to the back of a car or something. I don't care what you do. Just don't do that in here. Well, you did it. It's my office. Like, you did it. What are you, 12 years old? I don't. Anyway, after that, Zendy comes in to pretty much pick up a paycheck at this point because other than that, he really didn't like he was needed in this episode. But he comes in and he's all like, oh, I just got back from somewhere. Sheila's dead? And then, of course, Rich shows everyone the toe and they all gross out, and that's pretty much about it. Finn and Steffi didn't really do a damn thing. They just exchanged a bunch of cringeworthy lines, and they hugged each other, and he walked around with his shirt off, and that was pretty much about it. They didn't do anything. Oh joy, how much do I miss that? How much do I miss that? Miss both of those two doing absolutely nothing. I'm so glad that Finn's back. Because he's adding so much to the story so far, right? I know people like those two characters, and I'm not trying to knock them, but when they're just standing around doing nothing, it's like, God damn, what did you even bother to come into work for? So you can just say a bunch of sappy lines and it goes nowhere. And don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on the staff part. I like I said, I've said this more times than I've said this a lot of times that I love This Is Us, but it's just like it doesn't go anywhere. They're just there to exist and be happy, and that's so goddamn boring. Um, the only part that was actually interesting is the Deacon and Sheila part of the story. She tells Deacon what happened and, pint of blood and some tearing some hair out, but, she has to sit and commit. She had to commit because she was like, she knew that Ridge was not going to let that go. So she was like, all right, I'm going to commit. And Deacon was like, damn, you're crazy. She's like, don't look at me like that, like I'm crazy. You cut off your own goddamn toe. I, what do you call that? What do you call that? Seriously. Um, but yeah, now she's all like, oh, well, I don't have any place to go. I'm like, you don't have any place to go. You have a fake mask. Why don't you go to Genoa City? You can log enough things over there. You can go to Genoa City. You want to do that? I mean, right now, they just got Chase and Kevin. So, I mean, not like raised there anymore. I feel like you can run amok for a little bit before you have to sit there and go back on the lam. Because, that's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it the lamb. Sound like Jan Spears now. But yeah, she's all like, "Oh, I don't got anywhere to go." I'm like, you just brought trouble in the deacon's place. Now, granted, Deacon apparently had the best sex of his life, so I mean, it's not like she didn't do anything for you. Oh, I didn't know it was you. Okay. everything she did was pretty much the same thing, but whatever. Um, but of course, his parole officer comes to the door and he's knocking on the door like, Deacon, open up the door. Open it up now. Right now. You're his parole officer. You're not his slave owner. You might want to just calm it down a little bit. Um, and that's where it pretty much leaves off at. She was all like, oh, don't turn me in. Don't turn me in. I'm like, he's not going to turn you in. He's not going to turn you in because, well, at this point, why would he? I mean, he already let you go. Why would he bother to sit there and turn you in at this point? At this point, what does he gain from turning you in this time when he didn't turn you in the last time? So I don't even understand why she's sitting there saying, "Don't do it, don't turn me in." He has that look like, "I should turn you in." You ain't gonna turn me in. Just stop. Just stop. But yeah, that's pretty much about it. Like I said, for a Friday episode, this was actually disappointing. It was so disappointing that I'm actually looking forward to Y&R. Okay, I'm looking forward to Y&R. Don't get me wrong. I know they're gonna probably bounce back and do some really good episodes, but I mean, for Friday's episode, it's like, what was that? Come on, seriously, you can do much better than that. I'm looking forward to Y&R. You know, you kind of screwed up at that point. No, there's no kind of. You just screwed up at that point. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank everyone for watching. Be safe. And before I go, um, so Monday is my birthday, and so that day I'm not gonna be doing any reviews. I'm gonna start back up on Tuesday. I'm still gonna be watching all the shows, but that day I'm just gonna just kind of just chill out and watch some movies, have some ice cream, and just really chill out. Catch up on some movies. Hopefully, I actually have time to sit there and watch The Gray Man this time. So. And another movie as well. But yeah. So I want to sit there and start off by telling everyone in this review and the other three if I get to Y&R, as well. I mean, I'll put it in a post anyway. But yeah. So that day I'm just gonna I'm just gonna be chilling. I'm just gonna be relaxing that day, and then I'll start back on my reviews on Tuesday. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe. Let me know your thoughts on the comment section below. And I'll see everyone in the next video.